Hello everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm your host, Andrew, and tonight we'll be streaming some Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Now, this one could be a little bit interesting, mostly because I think my only solution for dealing with, music and stuff in it, and, the recording on Twitch getting muted and possibly having to deal with garbage on YouTube when I upload this is probably to, I'm going to try, and I think the only really offending song will be right near the beginning. So I'll try and mute that, and hopefully there won't be too much lost. I do have subtitles turned on, so you can still at least read the subtitles if there's any talking going on during that. But yeah, aside from that, it's Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which is the sort of sequel to Alan Wake, which, unfortunately, they ended up making instead of a proper sequel, because Alan Wake didn't do that well when it originally came out. But it's still not terrible. It's not too bad. And hey, you can actually still buy it on Steam. So there's that. So, let's get this started up here. I might also have to fiddle with audio levels. Maybe. That seems not terrible. Yeah, let's go to audio. Yeah, I'm gonna put these at half so that they don't get too high. Hopefully that's fine. Start new story. Normal. Somewhere in Arizona.
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
I thought I turned subtitles on. Oh, right, yeah, they were on. I wasn't paying attention. I think they were on. Well, I'll wait for more talking.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Okay, that's super weird. The game volume is where I set it. But the videos, the cutscenes are still super loud. So, okay, sure. Okay, so I got my flashlight. Like, pretty much the only thing this game does better than original Alan Wake is the combat controls are better. That 9mm. I use the boost to get through.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Yep. I don't like that you don't get like trailing damage on them, like without focusing. Like that you don't get damage on their shadow from just like passing over them. But
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
I actually need to move this up a little bit because it's just barely covering. All right. Do 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 do. Aha. Alright, I don't remember, but I think this Alan Wake in this
The
game can
lights of the
actually like
motel
sprint.
promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Yes, yes.
Somewhere within the Earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Alright, well, I saw a different gun, so I'm gonna go get that other gun. It's the best option. Right later, his can provide a safe haven. Yes.
I can't stay here now.
Oh, pump shotgun?
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
I mean, the flashlight does recharge faster, so that's good. Alright, so standard guys are 3 hits. I gotta remember that. So I don't keep wasting ammo. Ooh, case. Weapon crates by finding hidden manuscript pages and blaster. Sure. I've already found all the manuscript pages previously, so.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Sure.
Hello?
Oh, full ammunition. Oh, right, yeah. Yep. This is probably where the stream gets muted. Most likely. Yup. Ah, the background music.
Hey,
It's gonna cause
it's
problems.
you. There.
Good,
You remember
good.
me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a
Just
page
ignore the
like
dude
that.
wandering
I don't
around
even know
with it.
where it came from. It was all
With,
this
like, a
weird
Mac
stuff
10
about
or an
the oil
Uzi or
derrick
whatever.
and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Alright.
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
Of course you are.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula
Ooh,
for
nailed it.
rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
Lots of SMG rounds, but nail gun. Let's go nail gun. We got a shotgun. Nail gun's just fun.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Ooh, TV. Night Springs?
Oh, hell.
Aw.
This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life?
Because you're
You're
comically
having my
evil.
style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. I don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks.
Really? Yeah.
So quiet.
We get it. You're supervillain levels of evil. Alright, can I go in the rooms? Not yet. Ooh, radio.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey, hello! Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Top right corner. Current objectives. Location. Okay, yeah. Locations of all this stuff. Don't believe I can actually go into any of these rooms yet. More flares. Okay, can't pick up any ammo. I don't know if I can go in here yet. Nope, can't go in there yet. Alright. So, I gotta go this way first. Eat nail gun. Checkpoint. Thing here. Oh, battery. Oh, right. Gotta get the truck battery.
That's one thing down.
Get my health back up. Oh, right, another case. What do we got in this case? Ooh. Magnum. That seems good. I'm gonna need more ammo.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
Alright. Right, those are the dudes that split themselves up.
That was just messed up.
Nice.
Something tells me I'm really gonna need the extra firepower. That's two. Just one more to go.
CD. Alright. Let's go find the other item.
Wait. Wait. Whoa!
Alright, the valve.
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
Thanks, narrator guy. Alright.
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks.
That was quick. For a truck battery. Already did. Wasted a bullet. Alright. Let's get up. Let's get up to the tower. Oh yeah, but the manuscript page, I believe.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Alright, so that was that one. I believe it's Rewriting Reality is the one that I get handed.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
Alright. And the most recent one, I think...
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Yeah, which one is it? Oof, there's a lot of them. Oh. Kept the automatic weapon. Oh well.
Time to make some serious changes.
Right. Wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, lights were blinking, the CD was playing in the boombox. Alright. Alright, so the CD goes in there. Get the wheel in place. Alright, well, place the battery. We gotta put the wheel in place. What does it require? Wheels in place, oil flowing. Alright. So I gotta place the valve, start the oil. On. Yep, lights are blinking. Do.
It's another trick, messing with my mind. I wake up, chase down an empty street. Blind and snap, the broken piece that is gone with the dirty trick.
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute that for a second. Yeah. It's like good use of music, but definitely will get the stream muted. I'll unmute it when there's no longer music. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't a long enough clip to get muted. We'll see.
I think I hear more of them.
Yeah, I think I know it.
Dang it.
That's the last of them. We're good.
Nah, the ammo wasn't restocked yet.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
My recommendation, leave now! But too bad, it's already too late because you're in Night Springs, probably. Or at least an episode of it. Alright, more ammo. Do. Get my health back. Right. I forgot that the
A
checkpoints go away.
poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, shit!
Wish I had better flashlight. Ooh, more flares. No, I'm maxed out on flares. Alright. Let's check the diner. Yeah. Okay, can't go that way. that's still locked.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
Really? Oh. Mount Red Tooth Observatory. Alright. Another save.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
That one didn't split up as much. Aw, I can't jump over that. Okay, get us some more ammo.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
I can still switch for the SMG. Yeah, let's try the SMG. I don't remember if it's any good or not. Alright, let's check this room. Not in this room. Do, strafing sideways.
Damn.
Oh, more keys.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
To the observatory.
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars. An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Because observatories are known for their guns. No, wait, it's not a gun. Alright, so... switch back to the pump. Don't know if it's actually better. Oh, fun.
Welcome
Hey,
back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard, who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you, Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What? What's he talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference.
Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Whoa, hey, let me just step in here for a moment, boys. Yeah, Eddie, they do sound different, but believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry, I'll see if I can make it. Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
But I gotta go away, because I gotta save the world. Well, hopefully they'll be on the next radio. Oh, more shadow. More darkness. Time to hit it with a flashlight. It's one weakness. What? Physics object tumbleweed. Alright. Full up on ammo again. What weapon is over here? Hunting rifle. Alright. Hunting rifle. I think this is the one that hits really hard. Alright, and it's a recharge / save spot. Can't go over there yet. I'm gonna go up. Ah, come on, up. Yep, hunting rifle's the powerful one. Because it's slow to reload and refire. Ooh, flare, which I can't use because I'm full. I will checkpoint and head in. Ooh, wait, gotta check this box first. What do we got in here? Combat shotgun. Oh man. Yes, please. Alright. Alright, there's an ammo thing inside.
I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Flare. Checkpoint.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Ooh, what's over here? Ammo? Ammo. I need more ammo. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright. Okay. Oh.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
That's an awful lot of phone cord for a phone.
Never mind.
Especially a phone in a hotel room. Up we go.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you.
Pretty sure
I
I'm
didn't
already...
expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Pretty sure I'm already maxed. Yeah, maxed. Okay.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He
Sorry,
got
who
very
disabled the
angry,
satellite?
sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Alright, time to go grab more items.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Really?
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant. Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow.
Well, that's
or
what that
shifting
says.
positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
I like that they have a magazine of this old chair. A great renovation. It's just a magazine on chairs.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Alright. Get the imaging array.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Yeah, I got flashbangs. Flashbangs the best. Well, I don't know if they're the best in this one, but because I don't remember. Ooh, more flare gun ammo though. Alright, gotta go around here. Alright. Checkpoint. Oh, right. Right. We have shadow spiders now.
This must be her car.
Oh, she's the one who has this old chair magazine subscription. That wasn't too bad. Oh, it dodged. I remember how this works. I actually do, like, multiple run-throughs of the same levels.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Is it now?
Hold on. Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
Good, good.
All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies. Shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
It's like, quick, go outside and push the buttons. Alright. I'm gonna talk to her real quick. See what new conversation stuff there is.
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
What?
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Liquid nitrogen
Yes,
isn't that
there
safe.
is that. Good luck.
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly, until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe. But I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
Boop, 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 boop. What's this poster? Astronomy 05. Let's go down and fix the coolant.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Got that one. More spiders. Flick that valve open. Let's go. Oh, hey guys. Where's the last valve? Ah, there it is.
Okay, that should do it.
No, great. More darkness. We're going this way. Sprint. Getting a bit winded. Certainly you can run a lot faster, a lot farther. Combat shotgun, real good. All right. In we go.
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
Yeah, don't say.
Look out, they found a way in.
Wow, way to be super nonchalant about it.
Sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Distracted by what? The cool thing in the telescope, or the dudes trying to kill us?
receiving the signal now.
Oh, yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow. Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that, or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Yup. Alright, so I need to pick up the printout. Oh, there it is.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Mm-hmm. Old drive-in theater. The Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
The drive-in.
See, film
Once
festival
the site of
just
lurid
deserts
celluloid
Cannibal's Tale.
fantasies, it's now
Sunrise.
the site of an art
Ham,
exhibition.
a documentary.
And yet,
Samurai
it's
vs.
the search
Conquistador
for
2.
closure rather than culture that brings the Champion of Light here.
The Return of Conquistador and the Mexican Handoff. Wow. I think Ham, a documentary, though. Pretty good. Alright. So, gotta investigate the drive-in theater. Weapon box? Nope. Oh no. I'm gonna go check this weapon box down here first. Sawed off. Oh, it replaces the machine gun. No, no, my machine gun. Actually. All shotguns all the time? Let's go all shotguns all the time.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts?
Can you need me to
Are
shine a
gonna
flashlight
hurt
on
me
you?
now? 'Cause you should.
Because you're seeming a bit
Lady,
shadowy.
You got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall
Nice.
next to the cash register.
Real smooth, Alan.
But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
I can keep talking to her. What?
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me? And then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now.
So bad.
It's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it. I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Yep, just gonna go. Okay, so 28, so 30 total shotgun. Ooh, radio. Let's listen to the radio. Nice
and we're
radio.
Back. The Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement.
We were retired.
We were?
Sure.
No. We were at the lodge, and, we escaped. We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicks it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror of light, Balance becomes a stranger.
So what Barry did is he took a rock band from the 70s and turned their music into music from the 80s. Sure, Barry. Yeah. Turned it into music from the 80s.
This before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Good. Whoa, double barrel, real strong. Ooh, that is a powerful shotgun. Oops. Save here. I'm gonna go check up at the souvenir stand, see what's up there. See what's up there weapon-wise. Ooh, crossbow. Hello, crossbow. If I remember right, crossbow's like super good. Because I don't have to actually like burn them out to damage them with it. Don't know how much damage it does though. Yup. Yeah, it shoots through.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
I mean, I'm ready to hit you with a crossbow bolt. Alright. These losers. Oh, right. That's how those work. Well, I'm dead. That was annoying. Dodge did not work. Really? I can't skip this?
Mr. Hero's here!
That's annoying.
You ready to save the day?
That's how you deal with those guys. Helps if I remember how to fight these guys. In tight quarters. Oh, another television. Ooh, flare gun run. Still annoyed that I haven't found a flare gun. Wow, 24 rounds? Sure.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Oh, another box. Gotta find out what's in the box. Right. I can just shoot them with this. Oh, the crossbow. Super unfair. What do we got? Assault rifle. I mean, it's probably good. Certainly good at dealing with crowds. But the crossbow is so good. Too bad the assault rifle wasn't a main hand weapon. More ammo. Don't want to use that yet. Well, actually, yeah, I'll use it just to checkpoint. There we go. Alright. So, off we go. The main building. Oh, right, there's a checkpoint there. Box, but I will keep that light on as a backup checkpoint. Where's the entrance? Oh, right. Oh, right. This bit.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
Okay, so before I hit the switch, we're going to take our first break of the night. So yeah, back in a couple of minutes. And we're back. As soon as it comes back up here, there it is. Alright. Oh. That? It's that. Oh, fun. Restock. Go through before we get shocked. This doesn't seem like a very good power system. Like this much arcing electricity? It seems real bad. Yeah, it certainly can't be good. Like... yeah, that's not good. Okay, so I can't get through there. Oh, right, gotta go back away again. Alrighty. Hurdles. Ooh. Where's the... Now, where was the way out of here? Oh, is it blocked? Oh, it's blocked now. Okay. So I do gotta go this way. Somehow. Crossbow ammo. Ah, right. Here's the cap. Alright, where's the other way? Ah, there. Helps if I can remember which way to go. Good checkpoint. And we go out.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Oh, hey there, Grenade.
Don't want to get hit by those.
Oh well. That's what the crossbow's for. Crossbow. What? How'd that miss? Do 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 do. Let's get some more ammo. Save. Oh, right. I gotta go up to the guard shack. Yep, good thing those cactuses, walking through that kind of cactus wouldn't hurt at all. Totally not painful. Yeah, just right through a gigantic prickly pear.
Wait.
Ultimate weapon, crossbow.
It's so nice
flares.
in the dark. I can smell you. I can smell you out there.
You.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He's in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just
That
glad
is
you showed
nothing.
up now.
You just handed me
he
nothing.
said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh. How's Alice? Is she all right?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like,
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
That's why I got this crossbow. Anything back here? No? Alright. We continue.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rent-a-car.
Oh, right, these things. I remember how to deal with these now. Flares.
The Champion of Light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Oh man. Death Rally. It was late at night. The summer was almost over. Alright. So I have to change stuff. Oh, here we go. January, May, should be August. There we go. August, and there's the time. Double check in here. It's almost over, okay. Right. What was it? It was late at night. Okay, so 9 p.m. Change time. There we go. 2 a.m. Oh man,
Hell, this isn't going right.
Need the rest of the signal.
You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Okay.
rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. They sent me back.
Ooh, flare gun. Oh. Random sneeze. Great. Alright. Oh. Flashbang? No. Full up, and I'm full up. What's changed? Oh, great. Spiders now.
Oh, not birds again.
Wow. Dang it. Go away. Jerks. Oh, I don't want crossbow. I want the sawed-off ammo. There we go. Oh, shortcuts. Huh, weird. Thanks for popping in next to the explosive barrel. That was kind of you. Is this the same as before? Yep, SMG.
Emma? You here?
Grab these flares. Pretty sure that's the same TV thing. Oh.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan.
Oh, this is different.
I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry. It's improving real
I knocked
fast.
the TV over. Oh.
Yeah.
Can't shoot out the TV.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this. Yeah! Did you see that?
Ugh. Yeah.
It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies
Seriously, it's still going?
to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fact and fiction, imagination and reality becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere can simply as in Night Spirit.
It's gonna end soon? Okay. Ugh.
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
You're gonna be okay.
It's like, don't
If you
worry,
just keep
don't
cool.
worry. I'll just get
Okay?
Jordy to switch the polarity of something, and it'll solve the problem, and we'll get out of this time loop.
Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Alright, switch back to the nail gun.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
You'd think.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Master of understatement. Oh, it's gonna be spiders, eh?
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Oh, now they let me out. Oh, more spiders. Alright. Double with the spiders. Ooh, more flares? More flares. Alright. You'd like one more flare? Ow. Do 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 do. Alright. Let's get back to her.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Ugh, yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
I mean, could be a phone box. Maybe I'm a Time Lord. You never know. Could be a Time Lord. Ooh, radio?
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend them with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw to boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, well, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get on. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on now, help a fella out. Our lines are open.
Alright. Don't remember if there's anything. No, wait, no. There's like a manuscript page there normally, I think, like in the pool. Upgrade Bergman. Crossbow. Alright. Dang it, stupid dodging. No.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
Alright, so. Alright. So, wheel. Get a little more ammo. Battery? On. Muting game sound. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Re-enable audio. There we go.
She'll be in trouble. Better hurry. Emma! I'm coming! This is not the bad thing! Nothing! Just keep your head down!
That works pretty well.
It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Probably not. Probably not gonna be okay.
Stay away! No! This wasn't supposed to happen again! No!
Flare gun ammo. so nothing in there. This one. Alright. So the observatory key is... the observatory.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the Champion of Light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same. Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the Champion of Light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
That's where the camera should be.
Grab the assault rifle next run through. Just to... what is this? Ah, hunting rifle. Again, crossbow's pretty nice. Ooh, flare. Yeah, carbine's not very good.
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Different video.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket.
And this is
It's
like
still
one of
really
those.
easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me.
It's like one of those telebar, like one of those
I know what you're thinking. It's too
knife
big,
shows on
too
late
heavy.
night television.
But sometimes you just need the extra.
Trying to sell you
oomph.
knives.
If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Wish I had better flashlight. Better flashlight would be nice. Oh, more flashbangs. More flares.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Saving time.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, you should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Really, you think?
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor.
I mean, after all, Alan Wake would know a thing or two about that.
For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point if you want to get something done.
Mm-hmm. Run. Oh, right, I forgot to check the radio. This is the... Right, the combat shotgun. Gotta check the radio. Dodge. Alright. Before we go mess with that, let's go check the radio. Yeah, there we go. Radio.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over. I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Nice.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Oh, fun. Stupid darkness. Why do you gotta do that?
I guess they didn't like that. Mountain's trying to kill me.
player. Eat grenade. Technically player. Man, everybody just trying to kill me.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I've fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, I'm not controlling your actions.
It's more
just
like having a
influencing them.
destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Can't get the extra flares. Oh, because I'm maxed on flares.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but
Nice.
I guess that was too much to ask.
Nice, Alan. Oh, radio, right.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose,
incomprehensible to us, and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players.
Nice. Nice cut, too.
Only for their entertainment.
Or perhaps we're just a twisted reflection of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Nice.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Getting what? That I'm just one-shotting these dudes? Already have it. No, step in the shot. Who is he killing now? Oh, nobody. He's obsessing with a picture.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet.
Well, at least I'm gonna wreck the dude. So, you know. Like, you know, you probably would have built a better trap if you weren't so concerned with being able to taunt me all the time.
Like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Dang it. Like, I want the assault rifle to deal with the little dudes, but it's so good at just insta-killing those super heavy dudes. Oh well. We'll stick with the crossbow shotgun plan. Seems to be working well so far. Alright. More flare gun ammo. the middle one. Let's not get fried. No. Okay, here we go. All right, this way. Always going the wrong way. Oh well.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
That's right, just keep slow walking into the man with a crossbow. Wait, what is there? Huh, weird. Strange. Well, let's go this way. I haven't gone this way yet. Before I enter the projector building, I'm gonna go up to the
You.
I guess you're back to normal again?
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be normal, but thanks. I know you didn't have to come back for me like this.
I couldn't just leave you like that. I'm sorry about the whole thing.
Not your fault. At least I'm not Little Miss Whoreslut anymore. Ugh, that's just... Hey, thanks for not, you know, taking advantage.
No problem. You don't seem too weirded out even though this is happening again.
Honestly, that pales in comparison with having that thing inside my head. I mean, it's crazy, but...
I understand. I can really mess you up.
This is weird. I think what he did left something. I can feel that things are different. I just know that time's acting wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I can sense it.
I'm not surprised. A close encounter with these forces, it stays with you. It changes the way you see things. Some people can't deal with that. They just lose it.
Well, it's early yet. I'm not ruling anything out.
I'm gonna go make my way into the projector booth.
Okay. Is there anything I can do? About the situation, I mean?
No. It's a trap for me. I'm gonna have to go deal with it.
Uh-huh. And you got a plan, is that it?
I think I have a chance. Yeah.
Yup. Alright. Gonna get some ammo. Yep, definitely worth saving her. Best to save all the people I can while I can. You got these flare guns. Oh, right. Forgot that there was a thing all the way out here. What's out here? Just more ammo? Cool. Windmill. What? Do 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 do. Still full on ammo.
The Champion of Light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
It's late at night, the summer's almost over.
But maybe it's enough.
There's a film noir poster visible. The spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Alright. More. Alright. Alright. What the? It's late at night. Okay. Alright, I gotta turn that. Turn this.
be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity.
No matter how many times you come back.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures. Each time he gets a little closer, each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Ooh, 7 rounds gone. Alrighty, well, that'll take us up to our second break. When we come back, more Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So, back in a couple of minutes. And we're back. As soon as it comes up, there we go. Alright, let's finish this.
Holy shit! What are you, the King Hillbilly?
Cool. Okay, sure. 3 crossbow rounds. Need to think what that thing is on nightmare difficulty. What is on normal? Oof. Okay, so flares, bunch of ammo.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
I mean, I'll do that in a sec. I'm gonna go down and check though.
Is that you? I set everything up for you at the oil field.
Thanks. Just checking on you.
Alright. Listen to the radio first, and then we'll go back and deal with everything.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Arts Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She is a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
Do. Also, I'm not sure, but I think they have the other flashlight in this game. I don't know. If they do, I don't remember where it is. Not like we really need it anyway. We're doing fine with what we got. Just us and our crossbow. Yep. Same thing as before. Click. Alright, flashing lights. And mute the game and resume. Do. Okay, different music. Oh no, just different section of it. Right. Yep. Crashing noises. Ow. Whoops, wrong way. I turned the wrong way. Oh right, I turned too soon. That's what was going on. Alright. Can turn the audio back on. Come on. What the? You're too big to dodge.
Next stop, saving Emma. Not as long as I show up, I guess.
Thing.
Clear now.
Talk to her in a second. Get a flare. Oh, right.
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend. Really? That's the best you can do. I actually kinda like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown, that's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Alright, so... good on ammo. Now that decides it's okay to explode. Alright, sort it out.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved.
Yeah, you didn't have a flashlight and a
I
shotgun.
have this tendency to just
or a crossbow.
drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world.
Yeah, those murders, they really messed up my life. Like, what?
Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we
Very
meet like
weird way
this.
to word it.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Actually, we need a nail gun. Max out the ammo. Fair good ammo. Alright. Nice. Oh, I can finally heal. That'll be good. Oh, flashbang. Keys. And away we go. To the observatory.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Yes.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
First, I have a radio and television to check out.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
That'd be nice, but I doubt that's gonna work.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that his work is still being appreciated by so many readers.
Yes, of course, but I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also Alan's best friend. You two keep in touch?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side. I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
Oh, flirt. Nice. All right. Guy. What? I don't know why that missed. Ah!
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
Vehicles again. Restocked on some ammo. Let's go with it. Fine, I'll go this way. What the?
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
Mm-hmm.
We need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Oh, great.
These things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
I'm hoping that piece of music was just, you know, game soundtrack, so that it doesn't get muted, because that would suck.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Alright, so let's do this.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself,
I started on this side.
he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Right, I forgot that third run through you start down here by the power station.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Definitely a fan of the nail gun. It's quite nice. Oh, we're flare gun rounds. I think I'm maxed on flare gun rounds. Oh, no spiders this time? How nice. Yay, ammo. Flashbangs. Okay, last one. What up this time? Oh, I can't go through the middle. I see. Battle checkpoint. We got 8 flares. Alright. Oh. Nice. Shortcut.
Never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life. You're starting to sound a little desperate. Really, I'm a psycho. You knew I am a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho. Really, I'm a psycho.
Flashbang. There we go. Alright. I mean, I appreciate that they have cool music, but, yeah. Crossbow's still better.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning. What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Radio. Oh, more flares.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain,
Ew.
like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Ammo. Radio.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
All right. Destroy the dark fountains. Still need to check out the last TV too.
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep, and the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here? Yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Okay, so last time. Alright. So, now to set the last setting. Finish this thing
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Alright, so it's late at night, the summer was almost over. Film noir poster visible, a spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Alice's film was in the projector. Alright, so let's get the noir film. Summertime. Late at night. Lamp. Opened again. Get the film reel. And load it. Where's the one I have to load it into? Ah, here. Now we win.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this?
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Nice. Alrighty. So, how are we looking at collectibles? I guess I don't have a different. Alright, I got all the manuscripts. Got all the videos. Oh, there's a music video to that. Okay. And got all the radio shows. Cool. Alrighty, well, that will be it for tonight. So, that was Alan Wake's American Nightmare, a sort of sequel to Alan Wake. But yeah, if you like that game, you can actually get it on Steam. I don't remember how much it costs. It's not very expensive though, if I remember right. I think it's like $10 at the moment. Let's see. Yep, it's $10. So, $10 US. Not too bad. But yeah, unfortunately you can't get the original Alan Wake anymore due to licensing stuff with the music in it. But yeah, so next stream will be the 29th at 9 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Not quite sure what we'll be streaming. If you know, my friends are around, we'll be streaming. Probably be streaming some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. If not that, I've always got Everspace to play, which I haven't streamed yet, which might be interesting. But yeah. If not that, maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so thanks everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and follow the channel. That always helps. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, because that helps, I guess. But yeah, so thanks all for watching, and have a good night.